Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today is another wash day, my weekly wash day, which means today we are doing a moisturizing wash day. Every other week I try to use deep conditioners on my hair instead of protein, and this is because my hair is relaxed and it needs a lot of moisture to prevent breakage, because most times relaxed hair tends to get dry a lot and then it breaks. So by infusing moisture back into your hair regularly, you return back the balance to your hair. And you know that I did a protein treatment last week to return back the protein that was stripped from my relaxer session. That is why this week I'll be following up with a moisture deep conditioner, and the week after moisture deep conditioner, the week after moisture deep conditioner, then the next week, that's the fourth week, with the protein treatment. Today I'll be showing you how I detangle my hair. Last week I probably posted a video on my palm rod style, and this is how it looks a week and some days after, and it's all, matted up. So today I'll be showing you how I detangle my hair. For this detangling process, I'll be using some products to help with detangling properly, and the first product I'll be using is it's just a bad habit that the price is still there. It's a very bad habit. I don't know, I just don't always remember to take it off. So for this process I'll be using this moisturizing stuff, softens the hair effectively, and it makes it easy for me to detangle. And then I'll be using my wide tooth combs. I like to use that to detangle my hair a lot, so that it moves freely, and you know that when you want to detangle your hair, I always advise that you use a wide tooth comb, because it just helps to avoid snags, snaps, and all those unnecessary stuff that causes breakage. So yeah, and then I'll be using my butterfly clamps. Let's start. So before you start detangling your hair, you want to partition your hair into 4 parts. It doesn't have to be equal. You just want to partition your hair into 4 parts. You can choose to do 6 parts, depends on how comfortable you are. I'm very used to working with my hair in 4 parts, so I'm just going to divide my hair into 4 parts before I start the detangling process to make it easier for me. Dividing my hair into 4 sections, not equal, anyhow you just feel comfortable dividing it. And I feel more comfortable starting from the right side, so I'm just going to start from one part first. To use my hand to separate whatever knot is in time. It takes time, so be patient, be as patient as possible. Don't try to rush the entire detangling process, because that's like the major part of your wash day. So you want to take your time and loosen out every knot in the hair. Take your time, like I said, don't try to rush it. Into 4, I still partition again to make it easier for me. After taking a smaller section from one of the 4 sections you've parted, you want to use your hand to detangle first. Finger detangling is very, very essential for this process. You want to take out every knot. You want to make sure you can run your hand through your hair. And then I take my moisturizing lotion. This lotion is very good, softens the hair effectively, helps your hand to run through the hair, and then you continue to finger detangle until you can move your hand freely before you use your comb, because if you cannot get your hand through your hair freely and then you use the comb, it will cause a lot of breakage. So you just want to run your hand through your hair from the end to the tip and make sure your hand can go through your hair moderately. Then you go ahead and use your comb. Like I said, make sure that you finger detangled your hair effectively first. It is finger detangling your hair that helps you take out every shaded hair that is probably tangled with your hair and get rid of the knot first, because if you use your comb, it will just cause snap and then you'll be hearing sounds of your hair breaking. So I'm just going to show the process again. I will do this entire session to just show you how I detangle my hair. And like I said, it takes time. It takes a lot of time to properly detangle your hair. Just consider that it took time to probably install the hairstyle that you're currently trying to take down, or it pays you more when you try to be careful with your hair. At the end of the day, I lost very little hair in this process, and I just discovered that taking my time to properly detangle my hair just makes the entire wash day very easy for me, and I don't have to suffer the heartbreak of losing so much hair. And when you finger detangle your hair also, you would realize how easy it becomes to comb your hair. And don't forget that the detangler, that is the OROS moisturizing lotion, is doing a very, very wonderful, fantastic job in making my hair soft and making it easy for me to detangle properly. You don't have to use so much. If you use so much, you would weigh down your hair. Just a little goes a very long way. And at the same time, don't be stingy with the product. I'm quite heavy-handed with products, so I tend to use a lot. You can just feel your hair and know what is good enough for your hair. The first time you might probably underuse or overuse the product, but trust me, you'll get a hang of it. So once I finish detangling, I just twist my hair and leave it, then go to the other session. I do this for the entire session of my hair, and trust me, it takes time. This is the final section of my hair, and I decided to show you guys properly how I detangle. I chose not to fast forward this particular part so you see how long the process takes and how delicate I am with my hair. The other part I showed, I fast forwarded it a little so the video doesn't get too long, but this part I deliberately made it very slow. Even though I still had to cut some parts away, I deliberately made it very slow so you can see how patient I am when detangling the hair. It takes a long time. I think the entire detangling process took me about 1 hour 30 minutes, and I don't feel bad about it. I probably didn't even get bored because my hair was badly matted, and it just required that attention, that care. So when you're unhappy, don't detangle your hair. When you're sad, don't detangle your hair. When you're going through heartbreak, don't detangle your hair. When you have anxiety, don't detangle your hair. Be in a good place emotionally, so you don't take out the frustration on your hair. I'm just saying, I'm just joking, but it takes time, so you have to be really, really patient with your hair. I'm not doing it so fast as the other videos, so you can see that it actually took about 3 minutes to detangle this tiny section. And I still had to cut some parts away, because if I didn't cut some parts away, I would say probably it took 6 minutes to detangle just this little section of my hair. So you just want to really, really take your time and be patient. If you can, I forgot to show you the comb, but if you can look at the comb, you probably see that you can hardly find hair on the comb. I totally forgot to snap the amount of hair I lost after detangling my hair. But you really want to take your time to detangle your hair, especially if your hair breaks a lot. I suffer breakage a lot, and that's why I started documenting my hair journey, so I can show how I do it properly and be accountable. So that's it. That's everything about how I detangle my hair. That's all I do. Just basically this. I comb in sessions before I comb my hair all together, and I barely even comb my hair all together. Once I work in session like that, I just use my finger to do the rest. So thank you so much, guys, for watching. There isn't so much to this video. That's all. Thank you so much. Bye.